Ahoy everyone, it's Captain K and I'm back. This time with something actually interesting to talk about. You know that last patch where they supposedly fixed desync and everybody was excited for like 2 days? Well, I got news for you. They didn't actually fix desync, but today we have something actually worth talking about, and that is the new preliminary roadmap for Escape from Tarkov. That's right. We have a boatload of information to go through, and well, let's get straight to it. Let's start off with the patches coming. So if you didn't hear, there's a patch coming next month in August, and there'll be a wipe with it. Now, we don't know when the actual date is yet, but we know it's definitely confirmed in August, and this is what's going to be included in that patch. So we'll start with loadout presets. So now we're going to be able to just one-click loadout preset, which is great because you spend way too much time in Escape from Tarkov. It's an inventory sim. Next up, we have randomized loot container spawns coming this patch, which are going to make it so that looting isn't going to feel as monotonous and it's going to be more exciting. It's also going to invalidate all the loot guides out there. So sometimes there'll be a box that spawns in a location, other times there won't. That's the gist of it. Third up, we have selecting a body to heal with a hotkey. If you've ever been in the middle of a firefight and you've tried to heal your thorax or your arm or whatever, you got to open up the inventory screen, you're fumbling, it's a high intense fight. This is actually a pretty big deal and something I'm excited about. Next up, we have toggling helmet lights. So you're going to be able to toggle lights on your helmet. And this actually was a thing you could do before. You had to have the flashlight turned on already, then put it on your helmet. It was a big pain in the ass, and nobody used it. So next up, we have selling all player scav equipment defense. Pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be able to sell all the goodies you don't want straight defense, saving you time. If you don't see the trend here, they're trying to cut down on inventory management time so that you can get in the game quicker and just experience Tarkov more often. Sidearm quick swap. So we've got sidearm quick swap coming, which is where you're going to be able to swap from your primary to your pistol, and you're going to be able to do this quickly, which right now nobody really transitions to pistol in fights. I certainly don't, and I don't see anybody else do it, but because the swap time's too slow. So Nikita did say there'll be a little wobble that happens when you quickly draw. Oh, sorry, pop filter. When you quickly draw your pistol, right, you kind of have that wobble. So that'll be implemented with that feature. Updating trading UI. Again, this is to streamline buying and selling, accepting quest mechanics, all of this to get you in game faster, just quicker, ready to go. We got new quality of life features. We've got Streets of Tarkov expansion, the second iteration. I believe they've released teasing screenshots, but we don't have any actual videos out yet on what that's going to encompass. We have new equipment and armor, of course. That's exciting. We got the PKM, the SVT, the AVT, AK-12, Assault Off, PM, and weapon mods. Now, I'm just going to let all of the preview footage play because that is a mouthful. But suffice to say, there's going to be a lot of new weapons coming to Escape from Tarkov, and I'm pretty excited. The SVT-40 in particular. I've used it in DayZ, and it's a lot of fun, so looking forward to that. We have a new boss, Kaban, coming soon, TM. I'll be meleeing him and posting the highlights as soon as I can. I promise you. A weapon stand in the hideout's coming. So the weapon stand is going to be a module. I assume you build it or acquire it, but it's basically going to function like a weapon box, and you're going to save all of that space. So like right now you have a weapons case and you can shove rifles in there, but the weapons case still takes up space in your stash. This is actually going to be a weapons rack that does not take up space in your stash, and enabling you to hold more guns. So we have quest rebalances, which are great because I've done the quest probably about 69 times at this point. A lot of the veterans have too, so hopefully we get some new objectives and some reworks that make doing these same old quests exciting. We have glass shader optimizations, light source processing optimizations, various technical and functional adjustments, and AI behavior improvements. Speaking of AI behavior improvements, I just want to say real quick, the scavs from today, people give them flack for being either too hard or too stupid, but man, you really don't know. Back in the day, they really were dumb. Like, they were dumber than a box of rocks, man. Like, it was ridiculous. They've actually, like, they emote, they flip you off, they laugh at you when you die. I think scavs have come a long way, so I'm looking forward to seeing them continue to improve. So that's what we got for the summer update. We also have Unity 2021 that's going to be in progress. We have a new matchmaking system, various improvements to the launcher, backend, anti-cheat. These are really small things you're not going to notice at first. Client performance optimization. God, we need it because, man, Streets of Tarkov still runs like absolute dog trash for me. I don't know about you guys, but my frames are terrible. Let me know in the comments section if you get good frames on Lighthouse or Streets, because I I can't even play the maps. They're that bad. And I have 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. So I don't know what the situation is here. Okay. That was a mouthful. But let's move on to the winter update, which is coming in fall. So this is not for this patch. This is stuff that's coming later. But it's still stuff that some of it was shown work in progress, and I'll play it as I talk about it, but let's just get right into it. So we'll start off with the preset magazine ammo loading. So basically, we've got preset magazine ammo loading coming in. We've got a recoil rework, which you can see here. I'm just gonna let this footage roll. It's a solid like 30 seconds. You can skip ahead if you want to just keep going along with me. But basically, there's way too much recoil on the initial like burst, and so 3-round burst in this game is not tenable because there's so much recoil. This is a work in progress they're trying to do to make it actually usable, like burst fire usable, and make recoil just feel better. Vaulting, that's huge. Right now, I can't even jump over a book that's lying over on the ground. What I mean is I can't like step over it. Like naturally, I have to jump over it, and vaulting is going to be a huge deal for this game and just how it feels. Blind fire, one-handed, two-handed, that's awesome. Weapon bipods mounting, this will enable you to hold positions longer without having excess stamina drain, which is going to enable more camping, or as I like to say, tactically waiting. We have the BTR coming on Streets of Tarkov, so that's the taxi system that's riding around. That's going to be great. Lightkeeper services, so yeah, Lightkeeper is going to be able to do some special things for you, you know, something strange for some change, if you know what I'm saying. Streets of Tarkov expansion, the 3rd iteration, so that's going to come on top of the 2nd iteration from the summer update. So Streets of Tarkov just getting bigger and bigger, boys. Buckle up. Left shoulder shooting, which is a huge deal because right now you basically run from cover to cover, from right peak angle to right peak angle, because everybody knows that right peak angles are meta in this game. Having left peaks that are, or left shoulder shooting is actually going to change that and make it an even playing field, and it's actually going to affect the way people position and swap their direction in fights. It's going to impact that heavily. Got the RPD, SCAR, GL, 6 Spear, 9891, and BSK 94 coming soon, TM. That is going to be amazing. The 6 Spear is the newest rifle, I believe, that came out on the Western Front. A new boss coming. Don't know what that means yet, but I assume it'll be on Streets. We got an achievement system. That's great because, you know, just like I dedicated my life to 1000ing Fallout 3, I'm going to dedicate my life to 1000ing or maxing out whatever the achievements are in this game, unless it has something to do with using the Mosin, because I hate that thing. We got balancing changes to mechanics of armor, damage, and movement. Leveling, skill, weapon mastering, rebalance, sight reticle brightness adjustment, big deal because you can't use red dots with night vision. Various technical and functional adjustments, very vague there, but hey, I'm all for improving this game because sometimes it just feels like a broken mess. AI behavior improvements. The wipes will be in August and December, which is PogChamp. They are working on a new location that will be added later. I wanted to add something here, which is that if you place on the top of the leaderboards, which have just gone back up, you will get 2 extra rows of stash space added to your inventory permanently. And then also there is a stash wipe. Like if you self-wipe, you'll also be able to add stash space, I assume permanently as well, through the quest chain that you unlock in-game. So that'll give you a reason to grind out after Kappa, to wipe everything and, you know, help freshen up the experience. There are new unique weapon parts that are coming that are going to have info about the last owner, perhaps the amount of people that they've killed with the rifle and stats on that. There's most likely a new secure container coming this patch. We didn't get details, but I'm wondering if it's like Kappa Plus. That would be pretty dope. That's everything that's coming on the roadmap. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it quick and concise to get you the information as quickly as possible. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with a friend. I stream most nights starting around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Twitch channel. You can find my link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.